Parashah 6, Toldot History, Genesis 25:19 to 28:9.
Here is the history of Yitzhak, Abraham's son. Abraham fathered Yitzhak. Yitzhak was 40 years old when he took Rivkah, the daughter of Betuel the Aramite, from Padan Aram, and sister of Lavan the Aramite, to be his wife. Yitzhak prayed to Adonai on behalf of his wife because she was childless. Adonai heeded his prayer, and Rivkah became pregnant. The children fought with each other inside her so much that she said, "If it's going to be like this, why go on living?" So she went to inquire of Adonai, who answered her, "There are two nations in your womb. From birth they will be two rival peoples. One of these peoples will be stronger than the other, and the older will serve the younger." When the time for her delivery came, there were twins in her womb. The first to come out was reddish and covered all over with hair, like a coat. So they named him Esau, completely formed, that is, having hair already. Then his brother emerged, with his hand holding Esau's heel. So he was called Yaakov. He catches by the heel. He supplants. Yitzhak was 60 years old when she bore them. The boys grew, and Esau became a skillful hunter and outdoorsman, while Yaakov was a quiet man who stayed in the tents. Yitzhak favored Esau because he had a taste for game. Rivkah favored Yaakov. One day when Yaakov had cooked some stew, Esau came in from the open country exhausted, and said to Yaakov, "Please, let me gulp down some of that red stuff. I'm exhausted." This is why he was called Edom, red. Yaakov answered, "First sell me your rights as the firstborn." "Look, I'm about to die," said Esau. "What use to me are my rights as the firstborn?" Yaakov said, "First swear to me." So he swore to him, thus selling his birthright to Yaakov. Then Yaakov gave him bread and lentil stew. He ate and drank, got up, and went on his way. Thus Esau showed how little he valued his birthright. End of Genesis, chapter 25. Genesis, chapter 26. A famine came over the land, not the same as the first famine which had taken place when Abraham was alive. Yitzhak went to Gerar, to Avimelech, king of the Philistine. Adonai appeared to him and said, "Don't go down into Egypt, but live where I tell you. Stay in this land, and I will be with you and bless you, because I will give all these lands to you and to your descendants. I will fulfill the oath which I swore to Abraham your father. I will make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky. I will give all these lands to your descendants, and by your descendants all the nations of the earth will bless themselves. All this is because Abraham heeded what I said, and did what I told him to do. He followed my mitzvot, my regulations, and my teachings." So Yitzhak settled in Gerar. The men of the place asked him about his wife, and out of fear he said, "She is my sister." He thought, "If I tell them she's my wife, they might kill me in order to take Rivkah. After all, she is a beautiful woman." But one day, after he had lived there a long time, Avimelech, king of the Philistine, happened to be looking out of a window when he spotted Yitzhak caressing Rivkah his wife. Avimelech summoned Yitzhak and said, "So she is your wife after all. How come you said, 'She is my sister'?" Yitzhak responded, "Because I thought I could get killed because of her." Avimelech said, "What is this you have done to us? One of the people could easily have slept with your wife, and you would have brought guilt on us." Then Avimelech warned all the people, "Whoever touches this man or his wife will certainly be put to death." Yitzhak planted crops in that land, and reaped that year 100 times as much as he had sowed. Adonai had blessed him. The man became rich and prospered more and more, until he had become very wealthy indeed. He had flocks, cattle, and a large household, and the Philistine envied him. Now the Philistine had stopped up and filled with dirt all the wells of his father's servants had dug during the lifetime of Abraham his father. Avimelech said to Yitzhak, "You must go away from us, because you have become much more powerful than we are." So Yitzhak left, set up camp in Vadi Gerar, and lived there. Yitzhak reopened the wells which had been dug during the lifetime of Abraham his father, the ones the Philistine had stopped up after Abraham died, and called them by the names his father had used for them. Yitzhak's servants dug in the Vadi dug in the Vadi, and uncovered a spring of running water. But the herdsmen of Gerar quarreled with Yitzhak's herdsmen, claiming, "That water is ours." So he called the well Esek, quarrel, because they quarreled with him. They dug another well and quarreled over that one too, so he called it Sitnah, enmity. He went away from there and dug another well, and over that one they didn't quarrel. So he called it Rechovot, wide open spaces, and said, "Because now Adonai has made room for us, and we will be productive in the land." From there Yitzhak went up to Beersheba. Adonai appeared to him that same night and said, "I am the God of Abraham your father. Don't be afraid. Because I am with you, I will bless you and increase your descendants, for the sake of my servant Abraham." There he built an altar and called on the name of Adonai. He pitched his tent there, and there Yitzhak's servants dug a well. Then Avimelech went to him from Gerar with his friend Achuzat and Pichol, the commander of his army. Yitzhak said to them, "Why have you come to me even though you were unfriendly to me and sent me away?" They answered, "We saw very clearly that Adonai has been with you, so we said, 'Let there be an oath between us. Let's make a pact between ourselves and you, that you will not harm us, just as we have not caused you offense, but have done you nothing but good and sent you on your way in peace. Now you are blessed by Adonai." Yitzhak prepared a banquet for them. They ate and drank. The next morning they got up early and swore to each other. Then Yitzhak sent them on their way, and they left him peacefully. That very day Yitzhak's servants came and told him about the well they had dug. "We have found water." So he called it Shiva, oath, 7. For this reason, the name of the city is Beersheba, well of 7, well of an oath, to this day. When Esau was 40 years old, he took as wives Yehudit, Judith, the daughter of Be'eri the Hittite, and Basmat, the daughter of Elon the Hittite. But they became a cause for embitterment of spirit to Yitzhak and Rivkah. End of Genesis chapter 26. Genesis chapter 27. In the course of time, after Yitzhak had grown old and his eyes dim, so that he couldn't see, he called Esau his older son and said to him, "My son." And he answered, "Here I am." "Look, I'm old now. I don't know when I will die. Therefore, please take your hunting gear, your quiver of arrows and your bow. Go out into the country and get me some game. Make it tasty the way I like it, and bring it to me to eat. Then I will bless you as firstborn before I die." Rivkah was listening when Yitzhak spoke to his son Esau. So when Esau went out to the country to hunt for game and bring it back, she said to her son Yaakov, "Listen, I heard your father telling Esau, your brother, 'Bring me game and make it tasty so I can eat it. Then I will give you my blessing in the presence of Adonai before my death. Now pay attention to me, my son, and do what I tell you. Go to the flock and bring me back 2 choice kids. I will make it tasty for your father the way he likes it, and you will bring it to your father to eat, so that he will give it his blessing to you before his death." Yaakov answered Rivkah his mother, "Look, Esau is hairy, but I have smooth skin. Suppose my father touches me. He'll know I'm trying to trick him, and I'll bring a curse on myself, not a blessing." But his mother said, "Let your curse be on me. Just listen to me and go get me the kids." So he went, got them, and brought them to his mother, and his mother prepared them in the tasty way his father loved. Next, Rivkah took Esau, her oldest son's best clothes, which she had with her in the house, and put them on Esau, her younger son. And she put the skins of the goats on his hands and the smooth parts of his neck. Then she gave the tasty food and the bread she had prepared to her son Yaakov. He went to his father and said, "My father." He replied, "Here I am. Who are you, my son?" Yaakov said to his father, "I am Esau, your firstborn. I've done what you asked me to do. Get up now, sit down, eat the game, and then give me your blessing." Yitzhak said to his son, "How did you find it so quickly, my son?" He answered, "Adonai your God made it happen that way." Yitzhak said to Yaakov, "Come here, close to me, so I can touch you, my son, and know whether you are in fact my son Esau or not." Yaakov approached Yitzhak his father, who touched him and said, "The voice is Yaakov's voice, but the hands are Esau's hands." However, he didn't detect him, because his hands were hairy like his brother Esau's hands, so he gave him his blessing. He asked, "Are you really my son Esau?" And he replied, "I am." He said, Bring it here to me, and I will eat my son's game, so that I can give you my blessing." So he brought it up to him, and he ate. He also brought him wine, and he drank. Then his father Yitzhak said to him, "Come close now and kiss me, my son." He approached and kissed him. Yitzhak smelled his clothes and blessed Yaakov with these words, "See, my son smells like a field which Adonai has blessed. So may God give you dew from heaven, the richness of the earth, grain and wine in abundance. May peoples serve you and nations bow down to you. May you be lord over your kinsmen. Let your mother's descendants bow down to you. Cursed be everyone who curses you, and blessed be everyone who blesses you." But as soon as Yitzhak had finished giving his blessing to Yaakov, when Yaakov had barely left his father's presence, Esau his brother came in from his hunting. He too had prepared a tasty meal and brought it to his father. And now he said to his father, "Let my father get up and eat from his son's game, so that you may give me your blessing." Yitzhak his father said to him, "Who are you?" And he answered, "I am your son, your firstborn, Esau." Yitzhak began trembling uncontrollably and said, "Then who was it that took game and brought it to me? I ate it all just before you came and gave my blessing to him." That's the truth, and the blessing must stand. When Esau heard his father's words, he burst into loud, bitter sobbing. "Father, bless me too," he begged. He replied, "Your brother came deceitfully and took away your blessing." Esau said, "His name, Yaakov, really suits him, because he has supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and here, now he has taken away my blessing." Then he asked, "Haven't you saved a blessing for me?" Yitzhak answered Esau, "Look, I have made him your lord. I have given him all his kinsmen as servants, and I have given him grain and wine to sustain him. What else is there that I can do for you, my son?" Esau said to his father, "Have you only one blessing, my father? Father, bless me too." Esau wept aloud, and Yitzhak his father answered him, "Here, your home will be of the richness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. You will live by your sword, and you will serve your brother. But when you break loose, you will shake his yoke off your neck." Esau hated his brother because of the blessing his father had given him. Esau said to himself, "The time for mourning my father will soon come, and then I will kill my brother Yaakov." But the words of Esau, her older son, were told to Rivkah. She sent for Yaakov, her younger son, and said to him, "Here, your brother Esau is comforting himself over you by planning to kill you. Therefore, my son, listen to me. Get up and escape to Laban, my brother in Haran. Stay with him a little while until your brother's anger subsides. Your brother's anger will turn away from you, and he will forget what you did to him. Then I'll send and bring you back from there. Why should I lose both of you on the same day?" Rivkah said to Yitzhak, "I'm sick to death of Hittite women. If Yaakov marries one of the Hittite women, like those who live here, my life won't be worth living." End of Genesis, chapter 27. Genesis, chapter 28. So Yitzhak called Yaakov, and after blessing him, charged him, "You are not to choose a wife from the Hittite women. Go now to the home of Bethuel, your mother's father, and choose a wife there from the daughters of Laban, your mother's brother. May El Shaddai bless you, make you fruitful, and increase your descendants, until they become a whole assembly of peoples. And may he give you the blessing which he gave Abraham, you and your descendants with you, so that you will possess the land you will travel through, the land God gave to Abraham." So Yitzhak sent Yaakov away, and he went to Padan Aram, to Laban, the son of Bethuel the Aramite, the brother of Rivkah, Yaakov's and Esau's mother. Now Esau saw that Yitzhak had blessed Yaakov, and sent him away to Padan Aram to choose a wife from there, and that as he blessed him he charged him, "You are not to choose a Canaanite woman as your wife," and that Yaakov had listened to his father and mother, and gone to Padan Aram. Esau also saw that Canaanite women did not please Yitzhak his father. So Esau went to Yishmael and took, in addition to the wives he already had, Machalat, the daughter of Yishmael, Abraham's son, the sister of Navayot, to be his wife.